Wait, what were we talking about?
I curled it.
Shit and penises. Burps.
And burps.
That was a perfect timing for that burp.
I'm tired.
All right, realistically though.
Tired talking about shit.
Realistically though.
What?
You started it.
Did I?
No, I don't think you did.
I did. I didn't think it would spiral out of control like
and
this.
I said that's disgusting. Who would get in the shower after your shit? And Corey said I shit everywhere over the house and don't even wipe or look.
So it's your fault.
I did say that.
And Stamper said he digs out whole nuggets and eats them.
He did say that.
And?
Yeah, I remember saying that.
He admitted to digging them out and eating them.
I remember very clearly me saying that.
You ever eat peanuts whole or some person eats whole and shit them out and see him hole in the turd?
Do you
guys really examine your shit that much? You look every time you shit.
No,
you look in the bowl and stare at like.
I'm not gonna fucking hide my face like it's the thing from Indiana Jones.
I'm not saying that I look at it in disgust. I just know that my shit is in the bowl and I get rid of it.
You know what I actually, you know what I do? All right, you know what I do?
Make sure it's safe.
I actually do look at it because I want to examine if there's any blood or anything. Like,
are you guys checking for worms and blood and
I'm
shit?
checking for blood, and I'm checking for any sort of like different kinds of textures I'm not used to seeing on my turds.
So you have dark brown shit.
If you see,
even if there was blood in your shit, you probably wouldn't be able to tell.
Sometimes it could be a little tear if there's a huge. If your shit's way too big.
Yeah, like you got to make sure.
Blood.
Like if you see that, you're going to be on alert.
This is fucking
next
gross.
time. It's important.
You guys.
I have a question.
Did you have shits that big where you're like, oh god, I might have torn my butthole there? So
What's your question, Jeff?
Do you guys just sit and work so long you just wait till it's like a little gopher heads popping out and you're like, oh my god?
See, sometimes I go, I run to the bathroom and I go,
gopher head.
Yeah,
the gopher's popping out.
I'm afraid
have you ever been in the toilet and then you're about to shit and somebody goes, hey, outside the door, you suck it back up and you can't poop anymore?
What kind of that happened?
Hey, that
exact situation.
My dad used to go crazy and scream at my door when he was doing it, just because he knew about the gopher head.
Your dad used to fuck with you while you were shitting.
I'd be startled. I couldn't poop anymore for days.
That's why you're such an asshole now.
Yes, my dad tormented my poop habits, and it was horrifying me in my sleep. I dream about pooping and wake up, and before I could poop, he'd scream at me, in my face, waiting for me to wake up.
To answer Jeff's question, sometimes when I'm working, I feel like I have to shit. And I sit on it to pack it.
You literally sit on it.
I sit on it to pack it down because I know the longer I sit on it, the more satisfying.
Pack it down. What do you mean? You think the poop's piling on and condensing?
I think it's rude when people don't give me a warning and they take a massive dump and then I'm like heading towards that bathroom and then nobody says anything and I walk in there and it's just like can't even breathe.
I don't think I've done that before to you. Yet.
No, not you. No, nobody here. But somebody like you, they're like, God, you could have said something. And I have to angrily stand in there, deciding if I'm going to leave.
Oh, and you're inhaling people's shit particles?
Yeah, if I'm just going to, wait another half hour for it to clear out or what?
Yeah, I swear it does. It packs down, because if the second you feel like you have to shit, and you go shit, you shit like half of shit. And it's like oily and weird because I'm an alcoholic. Anyways, if I sit at my desk and I let it pack down...
What are alcoholic shits like? This oily?
They're very oily and they streak the bowl. There's some theory for you.
Every time I drink alcohol, it fucking explodes my asshole every time. Now, one night I had those 2 Long Islands. Man, my shit was like, you know when you go to a beach and there's like the dirty part of the beach with bones and cigarettes and stuff and dead skeletons of...
Oh, yeah.
And it's like black?
Yeah.
That was it was like... It was
the
like,
best part of my childhood.
You mean the beaches in India that I've never been to?
Yes,
yeah.
with human skulls embedded in the beach.
Yeah.
In a beach I've been to, there's like a nice beach and there's like a backwoods area with... horrible stuff.
Where the hell does your family take
Broken glass bottles.
And what does that have to do with your bowel movements?
Screams.
This is like a big analogy right now. A big
I know what you're talking about. It's like the family beach area. Then you go over the hill and there's like all these like fucking twigs and shit. And you walk out there.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like the twigs and the broken.
But that's because that area is classified for like beach families. You're not supposed to go over there. That's the.
How does this relate to Zach taking a shit?
Because I was saying the gross, nasty black sand is what my shit was like after I had.
You're talking about families having picnics in the woods.
It has sand.
I'm talking about
black
families
sand.
having picnics on the
beach. I broke the sandcastle out of it, and some kid, that bully, walked in and kicked it down and knocked it over. I didn't know what to do.